Hey there, this is Marcinda, your NASCOE National President. Sorry for my attire, but I am on vacation in beautiful St. Augustine Beach. Going home Sunday, so I was laying around thinking, I haven't done a video in a while. I haven't updated you all on some of the things that have gone on, especially if you did not attend one of the rallies to hear some of that information come out from Washington. Obviously, the hot topic at the rallies was pay classification, hiring problems that we're having. We've been in a lot of discussions with DAFO, with the administrator's office. I really think they understand and they're hearing us about, the salaries that we're at and cost of living and how it's hurting us. I know we're going up there in July to have a management meeting with DAFO. The officers are, and that is probably going to be the main topic of discussion is about pay classification and things that we can do to make our jobs more appealing to get people on board. One of the big discussions they mentioned was, how many benefits we get. We know we have great benefits, but the problem is with the group that we're hiring now, they're not looking at benefits. They're not looking at their retirement in the future like I am. I'm getting close, so my retirement's important to me. When I started in 19 back then, I didn't think about retirement. I didn't think about TSP. So we've got to find ways that are more appealing to them to want to come work for us now because they're worried about paying their bills. They're worried about rent. They're worried about mortgages. So I think the administration gets it, and we're going to continue to have talks with them. Folks, this isn't something that's going to happen overnight. I hope you all know that. It's budget driven, and I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying we can talk to them and they can want to do it, but until we get the funding to do it, we either lose people on our ceiling to raise pay because we have X number of dollars, or we get more budget. And that's ultimately what we've got to do is we need to be staffing to our needed staffing levels of what we need to do the work. And then we need to be paying people what they're worth to do this job. So those are all the discussions that we're working on and going to be talking to Washington about. Also, there was a lot of discussion about ERP. I mean, we heard you loud and clear. Nobody liked how this program rolled out. It's a good program. I don't want to negate that because I think Washington was really trying to do us a favor by making it easy. We're not used to that, first of all. We're not used to the COCs not being involved. Once they explained that this was RMA data and RMA calculations, they didn't want to jeopardize our COC's integrity by making them involved in something that they weren't responsible for the calculations of. I kind of get that. I still don't like that we can't put teeth into it, and I think they get that as far as those PRF policies and knowing that somebody did actually have a weather event. So we have expressed it numerous times to them. I just think it's one of those things that we've got to accept that they try to do us a favor by making it easy. There's multiple phases of this that's coming. The next phases may not be so easy because there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to probably have to be brought in by the producers and proven since it won't be an automatic payment. But we'll see that in the future. It's not even been developed. We don't even know when that's going to roll out, but there will be a couple more phases of ERP coming at us from what I understand. So software is great. We love that. It's easy. It's easy to maneuver around in. I think I appreciate the fact that they've done that for us. So kudos to Washington on the software because some of the software we use is not always easy. We know that. So that's a good thing. We also have our national convention coming up. For those of you who are planning to attend, awesome. If you're bringing a scholarship item, please make sure you get a photo of that scholarship item sent to Monica Watson. Her email, I think, has been put out in one of our bulletins. I think Taylor Stuckey put that out in the scholarship bulletin. So we have her contact information. It's very helpful that we have that ahead of time so we can kind of organize and promote the auction like we should to raise money for our scholarships because all that money goes to scholarships. So that's a good thing. And if you haven't registered, please do. It really helps Georgia accomplish, set their goals and know what they're going to do for us, and they have the money ahead of time. So that's really good for them. And if you're not planning to attend, think about it. I cordially invite you to attend. It's the best networking, the best friendships you'll build. Being able to talk to Washington one-on-one, ask questions, get your concerns addressed in front of them. It's really important to do that. So I would really appreciate if you would consider coming. I think it would be a really good thing for somebody that's never been before to come to one because I think you would really appreciate what your execs do, what your committees do for you, and your officers. I mean, it takes a village to run this NASCO. It's not me. I'm a very small piece of this pie. You have a lot of people working on your behalf and helping with your concerns, getting those expressed to Washington. So if you see one of your officers or your execs or your national committee chairs or even your area committee chairs or your state presidents, tell them thank you, because all of these people coming together is what supports this whole organization, and what is supporting you, bringing your concerns, helping find solutions to whatever's going on, and also letting us know what works. That's also key. Is we can't always be this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. We need to be telling Washington the things that we appreciate too. So other than that, our negotiations for 21 have finished. Katie sent those out through a bulletin. They're actually on the NASCO webpage. I would encourage you to go look at those. There were some really good wins in those negotiations. We're still a little bit behind, hoping to get caught up on 22. We were thinking that when we go up there in July, they were going to do the 22s at that point, but we just don't know if scheduling is going to work out, because it's a lot to do in 1 week. So we may have to do that after convention, but hopefully that'll get us caught up, because COVID kind of got us behind, as y'all know. So working on getting that caught up, and then we'll be moving on, doing our organizational, getting ready to plan for next year. As always, please know that you can contact me with any concerns, contact your execs, any of our officers. We want to hear from you. We want to know, what's working, what's not working. And most of all, we just want to make sure that we're supporting everybody in what they, need us to know about. So with that, I'm going to close and tell you to have a great weekend. Happy Friday, and we'll talk soon. Hopefully see you in Savannah. Thanks.